Let's talk a little bit about the selection process, because I know Twitch is most commonly known for streaming video gaming, but it sounds like you have some contestants involved that is not what they did. They specialize in something else.
Yeah, I mean, one of the really interesting things about Twitch is when you bring together millions of gamers into one centralized location, you're going to find out that they have a lot more love than just gaming. And in the case of many of our participants, that might include leatherworking or cooking or just being handy or playing music. And this has been something that has been accepted and has grown on Twitch, where people have brought their other passions to the platform, to ultimately showcase them and build communities around them. So for us, we're excited because we believe that this cast of participants really represents the diversity of content that exists on Twitch. Of course, many of them play games, and video games is at our core and in our DNA. But the celebration of all of the things that people love and are passionate about is really what Twitch is all about, and ultimately what this show is about. It's a lot more than just being a video gamer. It's about sharing your passions with the communities that you're building.
So I have to ask this question because with us having a TV audience, there are bound to be some people who aren't really familiar with the world of streaming and the interest in it. Is there a way for you to sort of characterize like how big the audience is in this streaming world? And I was fascinated to learn that these people, like, this is what they do for a living.
Yeah, it is really fascinating. And you're right. There's quite a few broadcasters that do this full time. We have 15 million daily active users. There are 2 million unique people broadcasting every month. Now, some of them have hundreds of thousands of people who are watching, and some have 5. And the audience doesn't necessarily matter. I think at its core, what that translates to is there are 2 million unique communities that are represented every month on Twitch, whether that is cooking communities or hardcore gaming communities or people who love that competitive gaming side of things. There's a wide breadth of content, and the 2 million broadcasters a month is quite a staggering thing.
And it sounds like the contestants that you've picked are all sort of like up and comers, so to speak. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Every contestant, every participant on Stream On is considered sort of an up-and-coming streamer. These are streamers that have done a great job building a community. They represent their brand, themselves, and their communities quite well on Twitch. And we feel that each of the participants is at a point where a little bit of exposure, a little bit more, or a few more eyeballs on them could be that thing that lets them sort of break the threshold and go full time in this. And each of them has been chosen because they're already great and they're already amazing in what they've done, but we really hope that Stream On will help each and every one of them take that next step when it comes to streaming and potentially maybe make it a full-time job.
Someone here in sort of the online broadcasting community referred to Stream On as sort of like an American Idol of Twitch, so to speak. Can you give me, I know you can't show all the cards in your hand, but can you give me an idea of what a sample challenge might be for a particular week?
Sure. I feel like maybe the participants may have asked you to ask that question because they've been very eager to find out what the challenges are going to be like. And I can't give it away, but what I think everyone will discover is that when we think about what makes a great streamer, right? What makes someone successful on Twitch, we think about some very basic things. These might include interacting with your community, representing your community well. It might include things like when you're streaming, you often have to multitask quite a bit. So there will be challenges that will present some of the normal hurdles that streamers are presented with. And I think really done in unique ways that can not only let the streamer have fun with it, but also the communities as well. We certainly don't want to stress any of the participants out. And I think that, once they finally see how the challenges will play out week to week, and they are revealed each week, so it's a big point. But I think that they'll find themselves going, oh, I'm going to be able to have a lot of fun with this, and being creative is going to probably be to my benefit.
And it sounds like there's some audience interaction as far as saving particular contestants. You had referred to that earlier.
Yeah, we're really excited about this particular mechanic of the show because we believe that Twitch is such an interactive platform. Stream On has to have an interactive element as well. So using a new tool on Twitch called Extensions, which allows us to do a little bit more within the video player. Every week, the various communities and the people who are watching the show will be doing some voting, not only on who had the best clip every week, but more importantly, who should be saved, who should they try to get the judges to sway towards or to think about. And there are also some interesting setups where if the judges are undecided and they have a three-way tie, ultimately the power will go to that chat and all the people watching the show. So there are very significant ways for the viewers to have a massive effect on this show.
How did you pick the judges, or who are the judges?
So I happen to be one of the judges. Very exciting. I have a 15+ year history in streaming myself. Also, work heavily, obviously, here at Twitch for the last 7 years and with the community. So I'm very happy to finally take that role of judge. We also have Stephanie Kwan, who represents our sales team. And she works a lot with connecting brands with our broadcasters. So really looking for what brands want and what they're looking for, maybe in advertising or marketing. And finally, we have Zach Diaz, who's a member of our partnerships team. And his job is really to find new streamers and bring them onto the platform. So there's no one better to be able to identify and also to be able to help to give more strategies and ideas on how to grow and become a better streamer. So feel like we've got a great cast, hosted, of course, by Anna Prosser Robinson, longtime streamer and host herself, and really excited to see how it all plays out.
That's great. And then if people can't tune in Thursdays at 3, will there be, I assume, a way for them to watch it later? Like, are there?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. If you can't make the live show Thursdays at 3, you can always head over to streamon.twitch.tv, and you'll not only be able to have quick access to all the participants who are playing in Stream On, but also things like previous VODs and previous shows. So if you want to catch up, or if you're coming into the competition late, or if you want to see what the previous challenges were, that'll be a one-stop destination for all that information.
Fantastic. Is there anything I missed that you think it's important for people to know?
No, I do think it's really interesting that we do happen to have 3 streamers that are based in Seattle. It will be, for me as a judge, really interesting to see if they use that to their advantage. So all 3 of them have identified, like, oh, hey, there's quite a few folks from Seattle in the competition. I'm really going to just kind of wait and see if they will use that to their advantage. So okay. I'm excited about that nonetheless.
We're excited about it too. This is brave new world for, for this type of competition, and we're looking forward to it. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you for having me.